Howdy there, camera people. Is there a smudge on you? No! I look crazy now. Today, I'm going to be reading some of the sad things that I used to write. And I was trying to find something that was not so targeted towards any one specific person or event or meh. Oh goodness, this sun is just doing me good, honey. Look at that. These are like my sad girl stories. So that's probably what I'm gonna call this little thing that I'm doing, sad girl stories. But it's just, I have no problem being open about those kinds of things because I'm not the same anymore. So I don't have that same mindset anymore. I don't think the same way I used to think. I don't talk the same way I used to talk. I'm just kind of a different person now. Cool. This is fine with me. If it's fine with you, let's continue talking. Okay, that's making my face sweat. So, again, I'm not ashamed of what I went through. I'm not ashamed that I used to hate myself, hurt myself, you know, hate everybody else, be miserable. I'm not ashamed. And if I went back in time, I would never change any of those things because I wouldn't be myself the way I am now, and I'm pretty cool. So what I really want to do is I kind of want to like be brutally honest, because I feel like people are not honest when they talk about depression or self-harm or suicide or, you know, oh wait, I just feel like people are not honest, and when they talk about it, they like step around it, and they, you know, they tiptoe around the subject, and they don't like saying the word suicide or self-harm or blah 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 blah. It's like this scary thing that nobody wants to talk about because it is a scary thing. When I reflect on my life the way it is now and I think about stuff like this, I can do anything, okay? And I want other people who have felt this way, like these feelings, to, you know, feel like they can do anything, feel like they can, you know, live. It's hard. It's really hard. I did not think I would even make it to this stage of my life. I just really want to be honest about it because now I'm at a place where I think I'm, you know, something, and I used to be a nothing before. So I just want to oh my god, there's a cat outside. Wait, let me put my glasses on. Oh, you're so cute. You got little white feet. I'm a little phlegmy, so if I cough, please excuse my cough. Don't get mad at me. June 20th, 2015, I responded to things. I reread this and wrote, I don't really have any comments on this one. I was all over the fucking place doing too much shit and being stupid. Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. I am free. I just touched a razor for the first time in over a year and did not plan on hurting myself with it. But I can't ignore its existence anymore. I want to get rid of it. I'm too afraid to touch it. My mind has been drifting to the self-harm part of my brain, and I'm unsure why. I am the happiest I've been in my entire life, and I'm happy with bleep. Oh, okay, sure, bleep, not beep. Why not? I'm happy with bleep. I see beauty in myself that I've never seen. This thing held me hostage. This thing was my curse, along with the manipulation. This object robbed me of life, happiness, peace. It spread like a disease, like fire. Because of it, and because of me, others fell victim to its curse. Okay, so this I drew around the razor. You know how you put something on a piece of paper and then you scribble on top of it? I drew the razor. Like, I put it on the paper and I scribbled over it with a pen, and then I wrote on the inside, no más, which means no more. And that is not true because I relapsed the same year that I wrote this. Later in the year. I think I wrote that in probably like June, I think. And I relapsed again later in either November or December of 2017. And I I think I relapsed again last year in 2018, but not this year, in 2019. But I don't want to like jinx myself. Anything could happen, but I feel good, and that's the part that matters. I feel good. I found another one I want to read. This one is titled Shit. I wrote it at 8:41 a.m. Was I in school? 11/13/12. It's titled Shit. I don't know if I said that already. I hate this shit. All of it. I'm just so sick of everyone. I'm tired of almost all of them. Well, okay, I guess I'll just read it like regular. I'm just so sick of everyone. Bleep, boop, bop, boop. And his brothers. Boop, bop, and everybody else. I'm tired of almost all of them. Almost all of them. Right. I'm so damn tired of feeling. Now all I feel is anger, depression, and fake happiness. Now it's just pissing me the fuck off lately. I used to think I was a disgusting, like, monster, kind of, because of what I was doing. And because of what I, like, did to myself. I was like, why would anybody want to be with me? I'm like a gross monster. Which is actually another thing that I want to help people with, because I know there are people out there with scars like mine, maybe not as severe, maybe more severe, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. A scar is a scar, and people still look at it the same way, like it's some gross, nasty thing. I have people all the time come up to me and point, and they're like, what's that? Or they like bend all the way down to where my legs are, and they're like, what are these? I even had a woman recently who legitimately never met her before, or anybody that she was with, around, associated with. This was my first time meeting these people. I was in somebody's house, and she was like close with that person whose house we were in. Literally get her glasses from like around her neck or something and put them on and bent all the way down like this. And she said, what is that? And, you know, I've had people on like, is this a guy that was messaging me, asked me, so what's with the scars? What's with your leg or something? What's up with that? Like, I have people constantly asking me questions like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What are those? What's that from? Or like when I used to work in retail, people would point, and I had pants on, but it was like this little piece of my arm. They would point at it and they would go, what are those? So I don't want other people to feel like they are something weird, gross, nasty, whatever, just because people are disrespectful as fuck. Okay? I've had plenty of people point at me. I've had people who, I guess they don't mean to be rude all the time. 90% of the time they do. Or ignorant. The woman that leaned all the way down with her glasses on my face, she said, what are those? What is that? Or what are those? And I, you know, you ask me a dumbass question, I give you a dumbass answer. Skin. Duh. The fuck? But, you know, that's something, like, if you really want me to talk to you on a, like, deep, personal, in face-to-face, like, human level, we gotta be on, like, a different, this can't be my first time meeting you. She didn't even say hello. There was no hello, how are ya? She put her fucking glasses on, and she said, what's that? So, you know, I was nice to her, but you asked me a stupid fucking question, I'm gonna give you a stupid answer. And she was like, oh, well, I know that. Then why did you ask me? Is it any of your business? I want other people to have this, like, mindset, because it's literally nobody's fucking business. They don't have a right to ask you, what is that? What are those? And point at you and put their glasses on and zoom in with their fucking face like you're some kind of, like, teeny tiny thing in a museum. No, that's not okay. Okay, that's very, very disrespectful. Don't ever do that to somebody you see with scars. Like, you are literally a bottom tier human if you do something like that to someone. In a house full of people that I've never met before, never even known, for a second, they don't know my name, they've never seen my face, and you do that in front of a room full of people, that's rude, and you're canceled, and I don't like you. When kids ask me, I give them like an actual answer. Like, it's because I got hurt, you know, I'm a lot older than you are, so I've gotten hurt more than you have. This one time, this little girl asked me, why do you have scratches on your leg? Like, she said something, it wasn't like, what's that, or what are those, or like, why do you have scratches? But she was like, it was basically like, why are they there? Like, why, what is it from, or something. It was like, I don't know, she was a child, I don't know how she phrased it, but I just told her it's because, or it was, I was basically telling her, because I really don't remember, I was basically telling her that, like, she said, like, what do they mean, or something, like, what does that mean? Because I said they were, you know, scars or scratches or whatever, and she was like, what does that mean? And I was like, that means somebody didn't like themselves very much, you know, if you see scratches like that. And she was like, oh, okay. And she was like, fine, well, sure. So, you know, but when grown-ass adult people disrespect me in a way such as, also in public, in front of other people, before you even say hello to me, or while I'm trying to ring up your purchase, don't ask me that. What's that on your face? Is it stupid? Hello? So, when I talk about self-harm and the harm that I did to myself, clever name, I mean a lot of different things. I cut myself, yes. I also have burned myself before. I've also given myself bruises before, hitting myself on things, hitting things on me. And I don't want to, like, influence anybody to hurt themselves. It's not cool. It's not fun. You know, I'm not trying to encourage anyone who already does hurt themselves. It's not cool. It's not fun. I just want to be kind of, like, not transparent, but, you know, sheer, I guess. Just because I feel like people who go through things like this, things that are equally as difficult or confusing, it's just like something you put in a little box and you hide. But the brewing of most of my emotional trauma is putting things in a little box and putting them in the closet and, like, just saying fuck it. That has never done me any good. Hiding how I feel has always done me terribly. Lying about how I feel has done even more damage. And pretending like my feelings don't exist is the perfect way to cause yourself an anxiety buttload of feelings. So, I just want to be open. I want to open that conversational door, you know? I have no problem having, like, if somebody asks me a direct question in a respectful way or just out of curiosity, I will answer it. And I just want to be honest. I want to be honest. I want to open that door. I want other people who feel the same things or have gone through the same things to know that there's always a way out. There's always something you can do. Like I said, I used to be a literal, like, refuser of help. I didn't want help from anybody. I didn't want anybody to know. I refused therapy. You know, I had the mindset that I was nobody's patient. I wasn't gonna be anybody's patient. And that I wasn't sick and there was nothing wrong with me at all and I was perfectly fine. And that didn't really change for a long time until one day in 2017, I realized I need therapy or something bad is going to happen to me. Like, it was in that little putting my feelings in a box and hiding everything I felt and pretending like, you know, I wasn't a thing that existed and needed to be, you know, cared for. That just changed, and it took a long time. I don't want other people to feel those feelings. Once you're a person who has had those thoughts, had those feelings, like, cross your path, whether or not you've acted on them, it just kind of puts something in you. At least it did for me. I never want anybody to feel like that. I never want anybody to feel the way that I used to feel or think that way that I used to think, because I destroyed myself truly in a very physical and emotional way. Like, mentally, I destroyed myself. Emotionally, I destroyed myself. Like, I didn't even give myself a break. I put myself through shit. 80% of the people I used to talk to, friends-wise, self-harmed at some point, or still do. I don't know. I did get therapy. Relationships with other people changed. I had nobody in my life at one point. But yeah, those are all for another time. I'm mentioning them so if you have questions, you can ask your questions, and then when I make the video for another time, then I have answers to the questions that you might have for me. But yeah, other than that, like, bye. Doodles!